Yo, what's good? So, at the church, trying to get my homework done. I might be here for another hour and a half. It's real out here as far as being tired, man. Like, it's real, and that's gonna be my complaint. It's a complaint. It's gonna be my testimony until probably the semester's over with. And I'm just here doing my paper for my African American history class, and I don't have any resources. All I got is some coffee, one textbook, and my laptop. Everything else is coming off the top of the dome on me. Like, I just gotta get it done. I got this paper is due tomorrow. I got a sermon at 8:30 in the morning. Gonna kick it with the youth church at 11:30. Got three more assignments due that afternoon. Then gotta go to work, and then the week kicks off with school and da 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 da. So there's really no rest. It literally is no. It really is no rest, and I'm attribute this hard work and this time of punishment for hopefully a greater purpose, and this sacrifice will benefit my family. And I'm not the only one that's suffering behind this, and I might mention this over the pulpit. But my wife she's suffering, behind this, and to her credit, this semester usually we have it out during the school year because she feels that I'm a poor planner when it comes to my time. She said she feels that I spend so much time, and it's not that I spend so much time. It's the way I organize my time and the way I do things. It just seems like I take forever, and I'm not saying she's wrong, but that's just the way that I understand how to do stuff. I don't multitask, period. That's just, shout out to all y'all who can do that. That's not what I do. So, this week, I'll get off work 3 in the morning, come home, sit in front of the laptop for 4 or 5 hours. Let's say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'll sit in front of the laptop for about 4 hours, go to sleep for an hour, get up, go to school, come back home, sit in front of the laptop for whatever, so many hours, take a 30-minute nap, if I get that nap, to go to work, and repeat. And I got physical therapy throughout the week too, so, it's difficult, but like I said, my wife hasn't complained. She's been doing everything that's in the house, including taking care of my daughter. Belle, shout out to you, even today she cut the grass, she washed the cars, like, she's insane. She's doing all the work. Got my cup. Back in the day, if you saw me walking around with a cup, yeah, yeah, no, it goes down, but it ain't going down no more. This is that stay up juice. You know what I'm saying? That coffee offie, that that sticky, Let me tell y'all a story. It's real. Like I said, being tired is real. So I'm going down the road, right? I'm coming from Sanford, and I'm in Sanford actually, and I'm driving. What is this on my laptop? I'm driving down the road, and a truck is in front of me. So for whatever reason, I'm looking at my odometer, and I'm following this truck for a mile, exactly a mile. We're coming around a corner. It's like one of them S corners. When we hit the corner, and as we're straightening back out, we're going about 45 miles an hour, mind you. The truck veers off, it puts on its right blinker and veers off and runs over a curb and disappears. Did you catch that? 45 miles an hour. Truck goes off the grid, jumps the curb, and disappears. The reason why the truck disappears is because the truck never existed. It was in my mind. I was so tired that I was hallucinating, and a truck was in front of me that never existed. So I panicked. I was shook, homie. I didn't know how I'm supposed to handle the situation. I don't even trust who I am, dude. Is my name Greg? You know what I mean? That's how I felt. So What I did is I got into the left lane because a couple of things is going on. One, that truck really did exist, and I hallucinated that that truck got over it, but it's really still in front of me. And so I got over just in case that happened. I wouldn't run to the back of it. Or two, I just fell asleep and didn't realize I fell asleep. And what I'm looking at is really the back of my eyelids, and my mind is saying this is what the picture that you're looking at, and therefore I'm about to jump off a cliff somewhere. So at the moment, I felt like I was awake because my heart was beating so fast because I don't know what's going on. I don't trust myself. I had to wait about a quarter of a mile before I can even pull over because I wasn't in a position to. And once I pulled over, of course, I realized no, the truck never existed. I was really tired, and I just had to get my mind right. Went and got me something to drink, and woke up. But that scared the mess out of me, yo. And y'all don't realize, like, it's just that real. Now, for a lot of us that's truck drivers, it's not that, sometimes it's not that we're just sleepy, like I just need some sleep. In my case it was, but sometimes it could be you see the same scenery, which is my problem too, over and over and over again. It's like being hypnotized. And so it's what, 2 o'clock in the morning, and all you see is trees. There's no lights, just trees, trees, trees. And after a while, you just like, Pitbull's like the way Jordans. You know what I mean? It's nuts. So, pray for us when we're out there. And, oh, yeah. So, read a snippet of what I'm writing on my essay. Now, the essay, I haven't put a title on it, but it's supposed to be a contrast as to, look at that light. Jesus? Is that you? Man, I can touch it. Sorry, I got distracted. The essay is supposed to be about, I don't even know what I'm thinking about. Oh, how the American Revolution influenced liberation ideas. And I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm trying to get together, but it's not popping. Progress the movement, And I've written a couple of pages, but my first point is not really to touch that. It's just to introduce how slavery affected both sides. So I'm gonna read a snippet. If it doesn't make sense, because I'm just starting like in the middle of the paragraph. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Somehow the cause of slavery becomes personal, and the restructuring of the slave's thinking becomes synonymous with the one who has joined a cult. There is a new identity, there is a new purpose, there's a new focus for the slave. Lost my place. Because the mind can only handle so much trauma until eventually the harsh realities breaks the spirit of the slave and reduces them to humble servants. They are manipulated into thinking they are worth the same as chattel. Now, I don't know how to pronounce that. Chattel, so forgive me. They smile and laugh in the midst of sweltering heat while thinking they are worth the same chattel. They smile and laugh in the midst of sweltering heat while picking cotton and tobacco from the farms of the Deep South. For the slave, living as a normal human being, or how Thomas Jefferson eloquently stated, living with unalienable rights, if a foreign is a foreign concept, only imagined in the thoughts and prayers of the slave, most miserable and rebellious. What will life be outside the confines of slavery? It would be a question often overlooked because the spirit of the slave was rendered stupid, not in terms of low IQ, but in terms of not being able to find the voice within their self to stand up and grasp that life was not supposed to be this way for them or their family. Slave as an institution worked so well that many slaves believed the stereotypes and imaginations of their slave masters. When the stereotype became universally accepted, the push of this thinking invaded the slave quarters home, invaded the person of the children, the identity of the slave women, but most detrimentally, negatively affected the confidence of the slave men. They no longer saw themselves as proud, strong Africans. Rather, they saw the final results of the sign of the times. These men, who were no longer men but property, they were governed by the basic needs of life: eating, sleeping, procreating. However, the effects of slavery did not stop with the slave. The men and women who participated in this institution was also adversely affected. Frederick Douglass laments over the ill effects of slavery that he noticed turned good people into monsters once they accepted the premise and doctrine of slaveholding. The confusion and hypocrisy of slaveholding left people conflicted as to where they stood with the slaves. On one hand, the slaves were seen as simply property, built and bred to endure the harsh climates and diseases the New World brought. On the other hand, for the slave masters that were men, they helped themselves to feed their sexual appetites with their so-called property and fathered many children who would one day challenge their status as property or family. The slave master, who were women, struck intimate relationships with their counterparts, often allowing the slaves to breastfeed their children and raise them until they became of age. And da-da-da-da. So that's what I'm working on. That's what's going down. So let me get back to work. Hi. Bill. I love you, Bill. Peace.